The following program is for adult audiences only.
Running on empty.
All right, let me put my fucking smoke out.
With Mr. Windy.
You slide my phone back right to there. I got it figured out now. I'm getting better. I don't gotta bend over. I'll sit on my fucking couch. Now put the phone right there and I can just kind of turn towards it. Yeah, it's good. Got 3 sources of heat. Snowing like a motherfucker every fucking day. I've shoveled 3 times today. 3 times! My son of a bitch. And it ain't gonna stop for another fucking week. So, it's all good. It's all good. And that's more better. Because when the morale mushrooms, when this snow gets the fuck out of here, and the morale mushrooms pop, I am going to be there. I'm going to find so many mushrooms, Gentry. I'm going to, I don't know if you still live, your mother still lives in Indiana or not, but you come up there to visit her in the springtime when all this shit is gone and the morale mushrooms are popping. Wouldn't that be fun for you to shoot another 300 or 400 miles? You don't give a fuck. You still driving that Escalade, get your wife's Escalade, shoot your way up here to where I'm at, another 300 or 400 miles, and find a bunch of morale mushrooms, take them back to fucking Florida.
What do those mushrooms do for you? You get high on them or something?
No, they don't do that. But you know what? I think I told you last time that, you know, if you buy a turkey in the store that's, you know, raised in a turkey farm and all that shit, if you buy pork in a store that's, you know, raised on a farm and all that shit, the difference between when you go out and get a wild turkey or you get a wild hog, the difference in the flavor is totally different. And it's way different. And so, it's the same way with mushrooms. Them little white ones you get at the grocery store, yep, those are grown on a farm. They got moist soil and they mixed them with water. But morale mushrooms are wild, like a wild turkey, like a wild hog, like wild anything. They grow and they have a much more natural flavor than generic. They're along the lines of a portobello. So, but you have to be good. You got to be good if you're going to find them. You got to be able to see them from a long ways away. You can't walk and think that you're going to step and find them under your feet.
And what kind of money can you get for one of these things?
By goddamn, $80 a pound. $80 a pound.
And you say they're close by where you're at?
Yep, right behind me. Jill, Buck's wife, Jill said, I will drive you anywhere you want to go. Because she said, if you find them mushrooms, they'll dehydrate them, they'll make mushroom soup, they'll do everything with them. And so I'm like, no, I don't got to go anywhere. I looked at them trees back behind here. They're black ash, they're oak, they're maple, they're all hardwoods, and you can tell them by looking at the bark. And I told the guy at TRYIN today, while I was filling up my propane tanks, he said, what's the secret to finding fucking morale mushrooms? Because I'm a morale mushroom hunting king up here, in case you didn't know.
When was the last time you had a morale mushroom that you caught?
Fuck. Hey, you want to call Shelly right now? I'm the one that showed Shelly last year. She backed her car in her fucking yard. When we got out, there's a goddamn blonde morale right there. Look at this shit. I put pictures on Facebook.
And where do you go to sell it that you can get $80 a pound? Where do you go?
What? That's the trouble right there.
Yeah, they're worth $80, but nobody will buy them.
Shut the fuck up while I tell you about that. Michigan decided that if people are going to find them and they're going to sell them, then you have to have a license to sell them, like a fishing license. So you have to go get the license. And then, in order to get the license, you got to take a course with them, like a fucking 3-day course, to make sure you're not finding beefsteak, which can poison people. You're not finding false morels, which is not a morale. It's a false morale. There's so many different kinds. They do all this shit because the state of Michigan wants to cash in on, you're finding shit on state land. You're taking it to a store.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so what you do then is what I'll do is I'll just have them right there, and I'll do like shrimping down there on Fort Myers Beach. When I got a nice big fat tuna or a couple of big grouper, I'll go to a restaurant and go to the back door and say, you want this fucking fish? I ain't got the fucking license. I'm not going through the front door. You want this fucking fish? Yes. Okay, buy it right here. Same way with morel mushrooms. I don't have a license, but you can tell these are morel mushrooms. And not even that. These nice people here, Jill, Buck's wife, she said, I'll dehydrate them. I know once they dehydrate them, they're like going to Mars or the moon. They're dried out. They're good. And then you just sprinkle a little bit of water, and they're back to good again. So we got plenty of, and I'm right here. I'm only 100 feet. You know what? I want to tell you. Remember you sent me that Romex, right? 250 foot?
Yeah, I remember. That was a while ago.
Okay. I never used it because when I was at the last place I was at.
Oh, so you wasted my money is what you're saying?
No, you dumb fuck. I'm telling you, I still have it out there in the spaceship. We're going to roll it out and move this camper 250 feet. And you know what? Here's another thing. This ain't even a fucking camper. This is actually classified. I found the owner's manual and all the paperwork up in one of the cabinets. It's classified as a travel trailer, 24 foot. In the front where I'm at, where my bed's at, I'm going to have Buck. Buck is a master woodworker, roofer, all that stuff. He's put his wife in bookshelves and spice shelves over the stove like a shrimp boat. I'm going to have a wall put in. I'm looking right at it where my 3-burner stove and oven and all that is. And then to the right is where my queen-size bed is. There's a shelf over there. There's cabinets up there. There's a shelf over here. I'm going to put a wall and a door right here between the stove and the couch that I'm sitting on. And that way, it'll be a 1-bedroom travel trailer. And then when you go to the left over here, beside the stove and the couch I'm sitting on, there's a double sink. That's where the TV's at. And then there's the refrigerator, which is not one of them little ones. It's about 4 foot tall, one of them ones.
What year is that there travel trailer you got there?
It was built in 1977. But it's nice, man.
It was got some shag carpet in it?
Yeah, nice shag. That's no, the smaller stuff. It's not burlap, whatever that one is, Burma, whatever the fuck. It's a good carpet, but I'm going to replace all that. I'm going to tell you. Once I get this camper paid for, let me tell you something.
How much you owe on it right now?
$700 as of right now. No. Yeah, $700 because I've already been paying on it, right? $700 I owe right now. But once I get it paid for, I'll be able to make any modifications to it that I want without having to ask for permission. Like right now, let me tell you something. After you go past I should send you a picture. Take a picture. When you go past the double sinks in the refrigerator, you get to the bathroom in the back. It's a full-size bathroom. I don't like the toilet. It's a camper trailer kind of toilet. I'm going to get a Briggs, and I looked it up online. You remember when I lived at the rundown rat-filled shack on the river in North Fort Myers? That place had a toilet in there that flushed on 1 cup of water. And I looked it up. I remember the name on the toilet. And I looked it up, and it's a Briggs high efficiency ultra some shit toilet. It flushes on 1 cup of water. This way, I can fill the tank, and then I'm gonna build my own septic system because we're gonna move it 250 feet from where I am back there to the edge of the property in the trees where I'm gonna raise their chickens. They got a big pig pen back there where they raise pigs. Well, if you ain't going to raise no pigs next year, let's raise some New Hampshire Reds because the price of eggs is goddamn $9 a fucking dozen. Watch me.
So you're about to become a farmer, a mushroomer, and a egg salesman.
What?
You're going to start selling eggs and mushrooms is what you're saying?
Hold on, Han. Everybody up here, if you have a really nice garden, you can grow zucchini and tomatoes and all that stuff, and you can put a little shack out front, a little vegetable stand, and you can sell the things that you grow in the garden. So now, and people do it all the time. You pull over, it's on the honor system. They got a little bucket out there. You grab 4 zucchini, 25 cents a piece. You put $1 in the bucket. Well, it ain't going to be that way here. I'm going to be sitting out there watching everything. And so when I have the garden going, and if eggs are $8 or $9, well, what were they last time I was in there? $6.99 a dozen. Fuck. When I put a goddamn, we get it 17 birds and we don't eat all the eggs, then we'll put a dozen, and then we're saving the egg containers. So you can come up here and buy farm fresh produce, and you can get some yard bird, not yard bird, because yard birds have run around that fucking yard. Free range. These would be free range hens that lay eggs. And you know what? The problem is, when you raise chickens, the price of feed, if you want them to lay lots of eggs, you got to have what's called laying mesh, which is very high in protein because eggs are protein. So you got to buy the laying mesh, but they want so much fucking money for it because they know what you're getting it for. You're gonna fucking so.
You do know you're all talk and no action, man. You're talking about doing all these things. You ain't gonna do that.
You want to bet? You want to bet?
How much you want to bet?
How much you want to bet?
You're always that's why they call you Mr. Windy, always talking and not doing.
Listen to me, you fucking stupid son of a bitch. If I go ahead and register that van and get my driver's license.
Oh, yeah, that I'll definitely put a bet on. You'll never get that license.
The fuck up for a minute. No, we're already doing it. It's in the process. I'm already doing it. The guy who wants to play around stepping Georgian over there in Asheville, North Carolina, wants to play around about not sending me the title because he decided he wants more fucking money. Fuck that. That van ain't been registered since 2022. We're going to apply for an abandoned vehicle, and then they will send him a letter. You go get that fucking van, or we're going to issue them a title. He ain't going to come get it because I ain't fixed it yet. I never fixed it because he never sent me the fucking title, even though I fucking paid him for it. So, because now he wants more money. Okay, you want to play that fucking game? Good. It's sitting right here. We'll apply for an abandoned vehicle, and I'll get the fucking title. And then, when that van was at Tucker Paul's, I would have put the fuel pump in it. That's all it needs.
Then what are you going to do? I mean, then what? Then what? Now you get to get a van that's running. Is that the goal? You want to get some wheels?
And I can, when this camper's paid for, and I put a license plate on this, and I got a license plate on that van, and I got my driver's license, I'm ready to go, baby. I can go to California and find gold. Well, got to watch out for them fires.
You think that van would make it all the way to California? It ain't been running for 3 years.
1,000 miles on it, man. And it's one of the last 350s ever made by Chevy.
And it ain't running 3 years.
What?
You haven't started it in 3 years.
You stupid son of a bitch. We started it when Buck came and drug it over here. The only problem was it used to be once you got it started, the fuel pump would kick in and keep it running. Well, this time the fuel pump didn't want to do that because it got frozen over last winter 1 year ago. But it started and it ran, and Paul came. I said, Paul, can you come out here? You know how to keep this motherfucker running. Well, Paul came out there and shot that fuel in the air conditioner, and it ran, and it ran, and it ran. But it used to be before, when it was warm out, the fuel pump would kick on, and we drove it all the way from North Carolina to here. Well, now, because it went through a winter, and it's very cold, even Paul said, yeah, you know what? I think that fuel pump used to kick on, but that son of a bitch ain't never used to being in fucking northern Michigan. Okay, fine. We drug it over here. It's here. I can lower the tank and put a goddamn fuel pump in it, and I'll bet you this son of a bitch is it'll start and run right now, but it won't keep running. You know what I forgot? There's a trick you can do. You can get a hammer and hit the fuel tank and knock the fuck out of the fuel tank, and that may wake up. Even Buck said himself, he used to have a car like that. When the fuel pump didn't want to kick on, knock the fuck, get a sledgehammer, knock the fuck, and I forgot to do that.
Slap that wiener.
What?
Tap that wiener. Slap that wiener.
Whatever, you're playing this stupid shit, man, and I got a bad signal. Okay, so anyway, here's what I'm going to tell you. I can get a title of that van if Stephen wants to own up. Fine. If not, I'll get another way. And I give my driver's license back. All I got to do is go before the board and say I ain't had a ticket in 10 years, right? Because I ain't been driving a fucking car in 10 years. That's why that is. So I should get my license back. And I get that van going. And if I want to go wherever, I wouldn't give a fuck if I wanted to come down there and go all the way down to Key West dragging this camper travel trailer. It's not a camper. It's a travel trailer.
So those are like your goals for 2025? Get your car running, get your license going, get your trailer owned, man. You're going to be
Listen, hey, you know what?
Big shot, man. Big shot.
Don't waste your time trying to be condescending to me. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Last year at this time, I was in the spaceship. Fuck. Now, I'm in deluxe quarters. I'm getting ready to have a one-bedroom sectioned off, kitchen, living room, bathroom, everything, and back by the woods and making money hand over fist hunting and fucking morale mushrooms, which I have made as much as $80 a pound, and you can find 10 pounds in a day if you're in the right spot. So, but it's all about you got to get rid of this shit. This fucking snow won't stop, but it's good. It's good because you need the moisture. You need the 3 foot. You need the 4 foot of all this fucking snow.
Mr. Windy,
all over.
Excuse me, Mr. Windy, are you there? Can you hear me?
When it fucking melts, it's gonna be morale mushrooms if you're in the right spot. Yep. So,
Mr. Windy, Mr. Windy, can you hear me? Hello, Mr. Windy, this is God.
Oh yeah. Hey, God.
Yes, Mr. Windy, do not talk when God talks, please.
God, get on your knees and worship the one-eyed helmet God.
That's blasphemy, Mr. Windy. Do you know I'll come down there and spank your little ass? You keep talking all that smack. And I've been watching you all this time. And I will send another signal down all the way through your spine. Like I did when you were trying to cross the street. And I almost killed you.
What the fuck did you just say?
You heard me.
No, listen. I'm not.
You heard me. This is God, okay? I will send another signal and you'll get your act together, Mr. Windy.
Hey, God, I want to say something to you, God. If you turn God around backwards, this dog, and I'm listening to you, I'm like, this motherfucker sounds like a goddamn fucking dog. And I think
no dog. I am God. That's G-O-D. Get it right.
What about D-O-G? You sure you ain't all fucked up?
Hey, listen to me. I'm worried about you, Mr. Windy. You've been drinking too much. You've been partying too much. And you've been being mean to Omelet and Finster.
Yeah.
I don't know why you've been so mean.
What year did you show up on this planet?
It was way A.D. A-D-B-D.
I can remember what I was doing the day you showed up here. You know what? You're not near as good as me about being live on the air because you're like, oh yeah. You ain't hip. You want to talk some shit? Talk. You ain't fucking. Come on, go ahead, hit me with some shit and quit stumbling.
Have you been taking your vitamins and saying your prayers, Mr. Windy? Nobody's stumbling. Shut your fucking mouth. God will strike down right inside your fucking guts. Don't you talk shit to God. You understand me? I will execute you.
Hey, okay. So I got you figured out there, God. Chingy chow chow. Jay
This
Yandle.
is not Chingy chow chow.
No,
This is
shut
God.
Hey, they try to pass people off on me all the time and try to say this is they got Jimmy G up here on the radio station. Jimmy G, he's actually Joe Charleboy. I'm like, you motherfuckers, I should call up there.
Please tell God something I don't already know. I know everything. You don't have to tell me, Mr. Windy.
Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Now I'm listening to you. You could be Chow, but you might be that chili pepper that plays guitar, or you might be that little Italian that thinks he knows roofing. But I gotta think about it. Yeah.
Nah, man, this is the chili pepper right over here. I'm the chili pepper.
And this is God, okay? So you gotta get it together, Mr. Windy.
Yeah, okay. Hey, guess what? I got it together. I'm gonna live to be I'm gonna live to be 125 years old, and if I can get to them, there are more graves that I gotta piss on that I can ever possibly get to, and I can't wait to see them. People say, "Hey, you remember me? Yeah, you said you need to quit drinking, you need to quit smoking, you need to quit bad mouthing God." You need to quit doing all this shit. Right. And all you fucking people that did all that shit are gone. And here I am, drinking whiskey, smoking cigarettes, smoking pot, and fucking, and I'm going to go on and on and on. And when I go back and I say, whatever happened to Gentry? Oh, fuck. He's fucking gone. Yeah. What happened to Yandle? He's gone too. Where they at? Yandle's up there in Vagina. Gentry's down there in fucking Florida. If I can find them, I'm going to try to get back there and say, hey, man, do you remember me 20 years after you're gone? I will stop by your final resting place and say, do you remember me? Because I'm still here. Me broke. Me, my travel trailer. Me, whiskey. Me, smokes. Me, smokes.
Mr. Windy, I think you've been spending too much time with the devil, okay? You need to spend more time on your knees praying, okay? Get down on your knees and say you're sorry to everyone you've done wrong, which is a lot of people, Mr. Windy. You know that.
Yeah, you know what? There's anybody who wants to step up, man. Who have I done wrong? You don't like what I said about you? Okay, fine. You don't like, but I ain't done nobody wrong. Whatever. But you're fucking stupid. Gentry, get back to my show. Tell that goofy motherfucker to get out here. I got 3 pages of shit I got to talk about.
When are you going to talk about something funny? We're waiting to hear something funny.
Listen,
What's the problem, Mr. Windy? What do I got to do around here to get you to do a fucking show? I don't understand.
Tell that cum-guzzling Peter Lease to get the fuck off my show.
This is the demons taking over your show, hoping that you'll come up with something funny today.
Yeah, because you got people that are buns up kneeling, and they're gobbling up whatever they can. So I got to get on my show. You people...
Please, Mr. Windy, we're big fans of yours, and we want to hear you do something funny. Please.
I know. Wait a minute. I'm trying to get on with my show. I appreciate that you're a fan, but I have to get on. I only got a goddamn hour, and I've already burned up about 30 minutes of it bullshitting with you people.
I love you, Mr. Windy. You're the best. You rock, Mr. Windy. Yay!
Oh, yeah, okay. You sound like an Oriental, and I've rolled around one of y'all before, and you are fun, I will tell you that. Orientals are fun. They're noisy. They squall and they say shit and they won't shut up. But you sound like an Oriental. And I have rolled around with y'all, one of y'all before. Well, actually more than one. But yeah, you're fun. Okay, so now I got this done. I got to get to the back page of my thing right here. Okay, Gentry here. He coming here and just let me tell you something, Gentry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that's you there now. Oh, you're doing that. They want me to come back to the VRQ in Asheville because it's still fucked up. And I said, wait a minute.
What's the VRQ?
The Veterans Restoration Quarters in Asheville, North Carolina. That's where I used to live, remember? I worked there. And it's VRQ, Asheville, North Carolina. But in order for me to go back there, when Tucker Paul came to help me get that van, we stayed at the Super 8 Motel, which is next door to the VRQ. That son of a bitch got washed away. There's nothing left. I found out that I was on the second floor of the VRQ, and the water was 5 feet deep on the second floor. Holy fuck. Could you imagine if you'd have tried to stay behind on that with all the trees and houses and all the shit? The Lake Lure, L-U-R-E, Lake Lure, the dam broke like Louisiana during Hurricane, whichever one it was, where they flooded the lower Ninth Ward. I forget what the hurricane it was. Did the same thing and broke the dam on Lake Lure. And all of a sudden the water went from being 6 foot too high to 20 feet too high, all the way to Asheville, all the way to the Broad River. Now that made that get even, it ruined a lot of people. They said, my buddy Joey Massey, he listens to this show. He's one of my roommates. He still lives there. He said, if you want to come back here, they'll help you out. You come help. The fucking mud, he said, is 2 feet deep all the way on all the lower floors. And I said, what about towards the back down to the Swannanoa River? He said, that's all gone. It's all mud. All there is now is a little trickle of water. He has no water. He has to go get a fucking pot and go out there and try to catch some water in order to be able to flush his fucking toilet. Holy shit. But I told him, I said, I don't have any way to get there. And when I get there, where the fuck am I going to stay? I don't mind helping shovel out the VRQ, but if it's fucked up beyond repair, what the fuck? Well, we'll work something out. Just get here. Okay, Joey.
You need me to get you a bus ticket over there?
Wait a minute. I've already talked to them. I have to find out where I would fucking... If they'll let me clean out my old room, Red 227, that's what I was called, Red 227, I'll clean out my old room and start from there, and then I'll help you with the rest of it. Where the fuck am I... If everything's washed away, you know? And the motel, the Super 8, next door to the BRQ, which is like 1329... I forget the name of the road over there. It's some road. And the Super 8 next door and Holiday Inn, a little bit farther than that, they all got washed away. So where the fuck are you going to stay? He said, well, you come stay with me. Oh, fuck, I don't know
what else you got? So on your topic list, you had maybe go to Asheville, maybe eat morale mushrooms, maybe pay for your tractor trailer. What else do you got?
I would like to figure out what I can do about these people who are ripping off my fucking name. You know, the people up there, I looked him up. They told me I saw a kid, not a kid, he's, I don't know, 20-something years old, wearing a fucking shirt that said, I ain't doing it. And on the back it said, Mr. Windy, 2007. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say shit to that guy. I told that lady who works at I was at the grocery store up there, I said, you see, if that guy in the blue shirt comes up here, find out where he got that shirt from. And when I went in there I didn't see her for 2 or 3 weeks later, but I finally saw her. I said, you ever see that guy? She said, yeah, he got it from the Mackinac T-shirt company. When you look up Mackinac T-shirt company, they got 4 or 5 shirts of shit that I have said up here on the fucking radio. Like, I ain't doing it. is one of them. And you remember, I ain't doing it. The first time I ever said that was when I had your credit card, and I was at a Jimmy Connors Sonesta Sanibel Harbor Resort, and I run up $1,200 drinking all that booze and having fun, and you told me to get out of your room, and I said, I ain't doing it. And Joe said, he ain't doing it. Not going to happen. Well, I'll set it up here, too. There's certain things I ain't doing.
Do you have any pictures of those shirts? And do they say Mr. Windy on them, or they're just sayings that you've said?
No, it says Mr. Windy right on it. I didn't take a picture.
Do you have any pictures? I need some pictures so we can see. Then we could go after them. Maybe try soon.
Well, I tell you what. Call the motherfuckers up. They won't. I'm sure they're not going to answer. But I looked them up. They're a legitimate company in Mackinac City, Michigan. Mackinac.
And what's it's a store?
Yes, it's a T-shirt company.
And they're selling Mr. Windy shirts in there.
They're selling shirts that have quotes that I said on KLT. Right. And I found out from somebody, he said, you can't do anything about it because they paid the money to license the name Mr. Windy.
You're damn right. You can't do anything about it. I'm the one that took it, Mr. Windy. I took your name, image, and likeness, and I'm selling these T-shirts. So,
I can't, Gentry, tell whoever the fuck that is to shut the fuck up. You can't understand what the fuck. He sounds like...
I know you can understand me. I'm the one who took your fucking shirts. I'm the one that's making this money, and there ain't going to be nothing you're going to do about it. Okay? I took your name. You hear me? Can you hear me now?
They sound like Jay Yandle now. Y'all doing that garbled shit. Right. You can tell who I am. Yeah. Yeah, can you hear me now?
You can tell who I am, Mr. Windy. I'm your biggest fan. I'm over here, yet I love you. I wish they would be nicer to you, Mr. Windy. This is bullshit.
Who? God,
I'm your biggest fan, Mr. Windy.
This is who?
I'm your biggest fan. If I was there, I would kiss you right on your lips, Mr. Windy. I love you that much.
Wait, you sound like, one of you sounds like fucking Darth Vader, and the other one of you sounds like a Vietnamese or Viet Cong or some fucking yelling motherfucker. I've had to deal with both of y'all. You goddamn Viet Cong, Vietnamese or whatever, you yelling motherfucker, yeah. Shut the fuck up, man, goddamn. And then you got Darth Vader. I'm the one. Who the fuck are you people? What the fuck? Do you understand I'm drinking whiskey and smoking cigarettes and you know what? I was getting ready to say, you guys are cutting into my fucking drinking time, but not no more. I'm getting ready to grab my whiskey. Go ahead, Gentry, and talk.
It's drinking time?
No.
Time to have some drinks?
I have not hit my whiskey since we started this motherfucking show, and I'm sure it's been about 30 minutes. So, with all
Go ahead and hit your whiskey, man. Go ahead.
I'm hitting it right now. Watch this.
Mr. Windy.
Mr. Windy, you probably shouldn't be drinking. It's bad for you. This is God.
Yeah.
You've only got so many lives left, Mr. Windy.
You probably shouldn't. You probably shouldn't fly on an airplane landing at Washington, D.C., Reagan National Airport, and have an Army Black Hawk on a wrong level, and he hits your plane. You did everything right all your life. You didn't smoke. You didn't drink. You didn't do anything wrong, but lack of communication between an Army pilot and an Air Force and all that stuff. And so all of them are gone. And you think about those poor people. They had a miserable ending. You know, the plane got chopped in half. When they go in there now to get the bodies out of the plane, they're going to find that about, I forget what they said, about 10 or 15 people, because the plane got cut in two. So the rotor blades from the Black Hawk probably chopped people in half. What kind of funeral is that going to be? That will be a closed coffin right there. You're not going to look at your whoever it was all chopped in two. And they probably went to church every day, and they probably didn't drink. and they probably didn't smoke, and they probably did everything right, but they happened to get on that plane and get in that situation. And so here I am sitting there shoveling snow every day and fucking all the shit that I do, just waiting for fucking spring to get here, but I ain't getting on a fucking plane. I ain't getting on a train. I ain't getting on another shrimp boat. I ain't getting on a crabbing boat. I got it figured out. I'm going to wind up. I'll be even when I go Gentry. Here's the deal for you. I have to get my favorite pistol. I got to get one, and I can get one. It's a 357 Smith & Wesson, 357 Magnum Smith & Wesson over and under Derringer. I had one before. I sold it when I was in Texas, and you be goddamned. Guess who showed up to buy that pistol from me? The goddamn Corpus Christi Police Department. They said, we'd like to have that gun. We don't know who you plan on selling it to. Well, I sold it to them. And then some guy pulled up, and he would have given me more money for it.
How much you get for it?
Yeah, fucking $75. But this has been 30 years ago. But somebody pulled up and said, I'd give you $100 for that. I wanted $100 for it. Okay, but I was not on the lam, but I didn't need that pistol anymore. So I put an ad in the paper. Smith & Wesson over and under 357 Magnum. Let me tell you something, Gentry. When you wear cargo pants, you look that gun up on the internet, you got to get you one. I know you got your 9mm and all that shit. You put it in the back of your pants and your waistband, right? When you get an over and under Smith & Wesson 357 Magnum Derringer, if you happen to be wearing cargo pants, you can put them in the pocket and no one will know it's fucking there. That's why I love that gun. But my brother's kids, my two nephews, they got a hold of that fucking gun and they went and shot up a bunch of fucking shit. I was getting ready to go in jail because it didn't have a trigger guard. I didn't have it locked up. I didn't have shit. Those motherfuckers found that gun. They went and shot a bunch of fucking shit with it. So I had to sell it. Yep. Cops bought it. But I'm going to get one now.
You got anything else for your show that's any good today? What else you got on your show today?
Let me look. Let me see. Oh, well.
Have you been taking your blood pressure medicine, Mr. Wendy?
Let's talk about all the promises. If you want to talk about current events, they're saying Donald Trump is fulfilling his promise to boot the chili peppers out of America. Okay, fine. What about your other promise that said within 24 hours you will stop the war in Ukraine? Guess what? The war in Ukraine is not stopped. It's not stopped. They're still fighting. They're still killing. There's a promise that's a goddamn lie. And how about this one? He said, if the hostages are not released in the Middle East, all hell will break out. Well, guess what? They trickle one down. Here's one. Here's one. Here's one. They still have hundreds of hostages. Why isn't all hell breaking out in the Middle East? Go get them and get the fucking people out of there. So, 2 lies in a row. I like the guy, but don't run on a platform. I appreciate you going to kick the chili peppers out, but what about the war in Ukraine? Why isn't it stopped? What about the hostages in the Middle East? Why aren't
Did
they
you notice
free?
that he stopped all the funding? He stopped all the funding going over to Ukraine. So he's not sending any money to Ukraine anymore.
You know what I'm going to do? Hang on, Gentry. I'm going to do something really fancy right here. I'm going to put on my fucking, and I got them right here. I'm going to see if they work. I'm going to put on my Beats headphones Studio 3 and see if I can understand this fucking guy. Okay, is it waiting for it to zoom in? It says it's ready. All right. I don't know if I can hear it. Say something, Gentry. Hey, man, let me tell you something. You know what? Let me try. I tried. I was trying to get to it when you kept putting that goofy motherfucker on there, Darth Vader, and then you got that fucking Vietnamese whatever you want, slow pitch, slant eye, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I know the sound. I know the tone.
I
So you
love
got
you,
Darth Vader.
Mr. Windy. Why are you being so mean to me? I love you. I'm your biggest fan, Mr. Windy. Please.
I know. But my friend Robbie Schuster, when I was a kid, he had one of you as the old lady, and she used to say, Robbie, take me to the back bedroom and rape me. Rape me, Robbie. Rape me. I was like, holy
That's
fuck.
disgusting. That's disgusting, Mr. Windy. Disgusting.
Okay, but listen, would you like to be raped?
No. Have you ever been raped, Mr. Windy? Anybody ever fucked you in the ass?
Now you know it. Now you're getting funny. Yeah, no, not me. Now you're getting funny.
You have.
Yeah.
You've been fucked in
You
the
know
ass,
what?
Mr. Windy. Somebody just fucked you right in the ass.
Hey, you know what? You sound like you're about 4'2", and that's just right. I can set a beer on top of your head. Okay, Gentry, you want to hear what I got going on? I got other shit. Gentry, where you at? Beyonce, Gentry. What about you? Got Muddy Country. You had me do a couple of little demos, whatever you call them, from Muddy Country. But I want to know from you what you think about all these high-profile musicians who are going country. Taylor Swift was country. She went to pop where she's at now. But now you got Beyonce, who is pop, and she won for cowboy country. Going country. Let's see, where's it? I got it on here somewhere. Cowboy something. Cowboy.
She's not even country. How the hell could she win a country award when Beyonce's not even country?
She did it. She won a Grammy last night for Cowboy Carter. It's a country album. But that's not even the worst there, Darth Vader. That Rolling Stone, not Rolling Stone, one of the Beatles, what's his name? I think his fucking name is
McCartney.
Ringo
Starr or Paul McCartney?
Ringo Starr or George Harrison, one of them has gone country. And the album is called Look Up. I think it's Ringo Starr, Look Up, or whichever one the drummer was. I don't remember. I was 5 years old when the Beatles were big, so I don't really remember all that. And then get to my other shit on my page. I already got the Ashbone. Get a little bit of water with this fucking phone while I'm pounding bucket. Okay, let me tell you something, Gentry. This deluxe accommodations that I have, they're not the van. They're not a spaceship. My fucking queen-size bed with shelves and cabinets and all kinds of shit down and put a wall in the door, which will make it a one-bedroom house. And then when you get to the middle part with my 3-burner stove and a regular size oven and double sink and a big size regular size restroom and lots of cabinets back there. The thing about this place, which is so good, is I can cook what I want, when I want, and the way I want it. Lots of capsaicin. For people that don't know what capsaicin is the things that is the ingredient that makes jalapenos hot. It makes cayenne peppers hot. It makes habanero peppers hot. Anything that makes them hot, that's capsaicin. And when you learn about capsaicin, people that eat that kind of food right there, you don't see me having a problem with, I need a colonoscopy. I need to shit in a fucking bag and send it off. Or I need to go somewhere and y'all run something up my goddamn chicken eye. Tell me my red pepper ain't fucking working. So, I'm going to tell you something right there. I learned all about it. If you eat hot and spicy food and you can handle it, and you know what? I'm the worst at it. I've been doing it since I was fucking 9. Well, my dad, Glenn Willard Shaw, tried to trick me, told me, here, son, eat this pickle right here. It was a fucking jalapeno. 1970, Port Aransas, Texas. I bit that motherfucker. Oh, very funny. Oh, very funny. Hot bitch, hot bitch. Okay, fine. Well, then I started working at New Orleans Poor Boy across the street when I was 9 years old. And I was slicing the meat to make them poor boys salami, ham, whatever the fuck went in them poor boys. And the jalapenos were right there. And I developed a knack for them jalapenos. If I rolled them up and sliced ham, I got to where I was eating so many jalapenos at my job as a kid that I ended up entering jalapeno eating contests. And what's her name? Alicia Barr was on Facebook. And she said that one contest that you won when you were a teenager, didn't you get a case of beer for winning that contest? Yep, Lone Star, the national beer of Texas. And I didn't even drink beer at that time. I gave it to my friends, Bubba Baines Barnes and Shanny Nanny Walker Oates. I gave them the beer. But when I come off the stage, my dad said, "You need to stop right there." And because I had eaten so many jalapenos, if you puke, you lose the contest. Well, I didn't puke. Everybody else puked. They were out. But I won. I'm walking. My dad wants me to stop. I said, "You want to talk to me? You got to keep walking because I'm not going to stop and puke. I'm all fucked up." So I have never lost a jalapeno or a hot beef. You think I'm bullshitting? Sideshow Nate, he's got a podcast. I should tell him that, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to tell Sideshow Nate. His name is Nate Verberkmos. He's on Facebook. Nate Verberkmos. He has a podcast. Maybe if his podcast is any good, he can be on the podcast playground. But the most exciting part was he'll be able to tell you about the time he agreed to enter into a hot pepper eating contest with Mr. Windy. And this restaurant, I forgot which one it was, but they brought all kinds of fucking peppers. And they had a wheel to spin the wheel. What you got to eat, what you don't got to eat. And then on that wheel, there was like spinning that fucking wheel of fortune or whatever. On that wheel was make your opponent eat any pepper you want. Man, I tried 3 or 4 times to hit that motherfucker, and finally I hit it. Make him eat whatever you want. There was that restaurant brought in some cayenne, all kinds of peppers. One of them was a cayenne pepper about 6 inches long, big around as a roll of dimes, and it was purple. I was like, oh, fuck, that's a killer right there. So I said, I want you to eat that pepper right there, because I hit the thing on the wheel, like a roulette or whatever, fuck, roulette. I hit that. You eat what I say. He said, I'm not eating the whole thing. I said, okay, I'm all right with that. You eat half of it. So I cut the motherfucker in half. And because he's not from Texas and not from down south, he didn't know that the half that I cut for him, which he readily agreed to eat, was the half laced with seeds. The tip that I had in my right hand, it's hot. But, boy, I bite into them fucking seeds right here. And that stupid son of a bitch, Nate Verberkmos, Sideshow Nate, he's on Facebook. He bit into that fucking thing, and as soon as I saw him bite it, and as soon as I saw him chew it up, I said, that's a dead man right there. That is a dead man. And his face went beet red, redder than that pepper. And he puked right then and there in the trash can. Game over. So, to this day, I have never lost a hot pepper eating contest. And I got a turkey and switch with bacon and mushrooms and jalapeno sandwich getting ready to eat on the goddamn grill. God damn. Here's another thing on my list. I want you to know something. I have 2 large sizzling skillets. If you look them up online, they're called a fajita skillet. but they're, oval shaped. And I do eggs. I can do tortillas. I can do meat and chicken, whatever I want. I'm not doing a big, giant cast iron skillet. I got to heat up a huge pan. These things are for here and for now. I'm going to get my wall up. I'm going to get my door up. I'm going to employ Buck to put my wall and the door. This way, if I happen to be, in my rack and somebody comes knocking at the door, I can say, "Who is it?" "Sheriff's Department." "Come on in." They come in. But I ain't opening my fucking bedroom door till I get my fucking panties on, I don't have to do like you, sleep in pajamas and fucking a jock strap and whatever, the banana hammock, whatever the fuck it is. I seen you all at one time. I was like, what the fuck is up with this fucking guy? Sleep with all that shit on. They will tell you, if you can, the way you should sleep is with not a fucking thing on. Nothing. Like you're an ape or a coyote or a pig or a bear. They don't put clothes on when they fucking sleep. But for me, because it's extra cold and all that shit, I do got my badass Coleman sleeping bag and my fucking another badass quilt that goes on there. I can do it. But you know what? When I get up in the morning and I can look over, I got to have my flashlight, and I hit the thermometer, which is over there by the refrigerator. When that needle is all the way down at the bottom, that means it's less than fucking 30 degrees in this motherfucker. So I look at that, and I'm like, okay, don't come out from under your fucking blankets, because you know what I got to do now? I put my clothes that I'm going to put on under the blankets with me, like a chicken sitting on eggs. I put my clothes on there so I can get up in the morning. Where in the fuck are my thermals? Oh, fuck. Twisted when I took them off, because I put my socks on over them to keep them tight. When I take them off, they're all fucked up, but I don't give a fuck because I'm drunk at night. I tear them all up, throw them under the covers so they stay warm, like a chicken laying on eggs. And then I take off my fucking upper thermal, my one for over your tits and shit. Take him off, throw him down there, put him by your goddamn feet so you know he's warm in the morning, because you know it's going to be cold in the morning. Now my hoodie I don't throw down there anymore. I keep my hoodie by my fucking head because it's got a furry lining on the inside, and I can just wrap a little bit of it around my bald head. I ain't got no hair on my head, so the motherfucker tends to get a little bit cold rather quickly. I don't run my heat at night, in case you didn't know that. I love fire. I'm a fire bug. I was called Pyro when I was a kid in school. I burnt down all kinds of shit. I love fire, but I don't want to be in one. You see, that's a different story. I'm not doing Towering Inferno 1974. You got to run out of a fire. I don't need that. I'll start a fire, but I don't want to be in one. So I don't run heat at night. I'll get under my blankets early in the morning when I get up, jump up, jump down, jump around, turn on. I got 3 sources of heat. I got my red burner, Mr. Heater Buddy, and I got my spaceship burner, which we used to have in the van. Then I got the stove. So if I turn on that burner on the stove and I turn on that spaceship heater, thank you, Gilroy's Hardware Aware, I got all of them. Got a spaceship burner. Wesley Shepard, good for you, thank you. And if I turn them all 3 on, I can go from below 30. My clothes it this morning. 5 degrees. 5 degrees. I said, what the fuck? So I turn on all 3. Turn the stove on, turn the spaceship burner on, and turn the Mr. Heater Buddy on. Well, guess what that does? that trips the fucking alarm that says you're on fucking fire. You know, there's too much shit. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. The alarm says, Jill, my slave that she is, she's the one that allowed me to have that alarm. She looked it up as to why it was going off of me. And the instructions say that thing has to be 15 foot away from the source of heat. Okay, well, this is a 24-foot camper, travel trailer. From the stove right there to where I have it, the farthest I can get it away is 10 feet. 10 feet that way. If I put it the other way towards the bathroom, 10 feet. So it's going off. It's going off because it's too close to the heat source. So now I had to turn around backwards. Shut the fuck up. Don't toast. I can't run 3 heaters. This motherfucker's trying to tell me you're on fucking fire. No, I'm not. I'm making fucking toast, man. And I got my goddamn phone telling me, turn the volume down. Hey, the fuck, you guys saw? Throw the batteries out of the fucking, that one thing over there. and then I fucking just ignore my fucking phone. I've learned how to turn it off. I had a hard time. I turned the motherfucker off. I don't need to hear you tell me our doctor, Verizon, says you should turn the volume down. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. And then my thing over there saying, you can't make toast. You can't run 3 different sources of heat. You're on fire. Fuck you. I'm looking right at it. I see the oven. I see the burner. I'm looking right at my space burner. I'm looking right at my fucking little red Mr. Heater buddy I got from Gilroy's. Thank you, Wesley Shepard and all that shit. And the space I got from them, too. When this fucking machine tells me you need to knock off some of the shit you're doing, I don't think the machine knows that I'm looking right at every fucking thing. I'm looking at the stove. I'm looking at the spaceship burner. I'm looking at the Mr. Heater burner. And I got a fan in here that Buck gave me and let me borrow and fucking stir the air up and all this shit. And this fucking thing wants to come on there and tell me, you got too much shit going on. I said, wait a minute. I turn the heat off at night because I stayed at the Green Wave Motel. You know that one right there in East Fort Myers. They got that placard on there that says, do not smoke in bed, for the ashes that fall on the floor may be your own. And it shows a skeleton in a burned out bed. So I don't sleep with this shit on. I love a good fire, but not if I wake up in one. I don't need that shit. Okay, so I got a phone telling me, turn my headphones down, and I got a goddamn carbon monoxide detector telling me you can't run the stove and your space burner and the Mr. Heater buddy at the same time. I said, yeah, but I just want to heat up really quick. It's cold in the morning. I'm under the blankets. I'm nice and warm. But when it's time to get up, I turn on all 3 of them. Turn the stove on, turn the spaceship burner on, and turn the little Mr. Heater buddy on. And in 5 minutes, it's nice in here. Nice, 70 degrees. But there goes that goddamn alarm. Like, bah, 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 bah. You're on fire. You're on fire. No, I'm not, you grimy motherfucker. I'm looking at everything. They bought me a special toaster that goes on a fucking burner on a stove with a little pyramid. I can't do that. I can't. With not even this burner or that burner or anything. I cannot cook toast on that thing. One day I was cooking it. I said, oh, it's smelling good. It smells like toast. Oh, I love that with BLT on toasted whole wheat bread. Smelling good, smell good. When I flipped it to the other side, what the fuck's your problem? You're on fire. No, I'm not, man. Goddamn. So you know what? Throw the batteries out of it and just chance everything. I'm chancing every fucking thing. That motherfucker, the batteries ain't plugged in that. And I got that burner on right now. Only one. I might have to wind up 2 of them here. It's getting cold again. But for right now, only one. Can't see shit. But I'll work my way up to hit the flash burner on the space heater with the little green propane tank. 5 minutes, 72 degrees in here. Yeah, but only for a minute. Then when I turn them all off, I got to get under my blankets because it is going to get cold because I am not going to run the heat while I'm sleeping because it's all, every bit of heat that I have has to do with fire. The stove is fire. The space heater, burner, spaceship burner, fire. The little Mr. Heater buddy, fire. I love fire, but I don't need that shit creeping up on me while I'm fucking sleeping. Wake up, and I got to go out the front of this motherfucking travel trailer. And there'd be a lot of windows to kick out and shit. And got to work I ain't doing it. So, I pray. I don't pray for shit. You know better than that. I can't wait for the snow to melt, for spring to get here. Hunting around mushrooms to make a lot of money. I need to pay for this travel trailer. I got to tell you that. Every single time from here on out that I hit you up like chiseling a fucking rock for anything I can get out of you, $100, $200, what's the most you ever said? I think one time you sent me $300, but you wanted me to give half of that to Trucker Paul's old lady. And I told you about that bullshit. You're going to get yourself in a whole lot of fucking trouble doing that shit. So, yeah, no, $200-300, give it to anybody else. You know better than that. I think we've already been through that. But I still need to pay for this club, because once I get this club paid, I'm telling you right now, does your mama still live in Indiana? You come up here this spring to Indiana, and Michigan is border, state line with Indiana. You come up here, and find some round mushrooms. You tell me, oh, you come down the plantation, you can stay here for a couple of days. And fuck you. I don't want to stay there for a couple of days. You want to come and visit your mother? You can come up here and you can stay the fucking night. Then you park your truck out there in front of the camper. You ain't coming in here. Fuck you. I fucking know better. But we could have some fun, man. So you can come up here and visit your mother in Indiana, and then shoot up here, hunt some wild mushrooms, and take them back with you. Whatever you want to do with them, or give them to me, or I'll take them from you. Bleach you up and just take them from you, because they're worth a lot of money. I don't have a problem. You find more than me. Look at me like, give me them, motherfucker. You ain't getting them. Just kidding, fucking crybaby. All right, put your Darth Vader on there again. What's he got to say? Nothing? No Darth Vader? Yeah. I can't read my notes. Okay, well, you know what? I could. Well, check this out. You want to start this shit? Here we go. I got double lights on here. I can see now. I already talked about Asheville. The Super 8 is gone, where I stayed over in this fucking shit. I can't read my own fucking right. Hang on a minute. Oh, damn good riddance. Who was I talking about? Then it'll be a damn good riddance. I don't know. Starting to get a little bit. Shit. Oh, I'm getting better with my phone. I am. I don't know. I didn't get to that. I'm getting better with the phone. When I first got this phone, I almost fucked it up more than once. I'm talking about punch it, right in the fucking beak. And I told Jill Stevenson, Buck's wife, I said, I almost beat the shit out of this fucking phone today. You know what she told me? She said, you beat that phone, I'll beat you. Well, goddamn, because she's a roughhouser. You know, born and raised in northern Michigan. She's a roughhouser. So when she says, you beat that phone, I'll beat you, guess what? The phone is still alive, huh? Because I don't need that shit. Now, I'm going to tell you something else on my list. One of the good things about here is yesterday, I went and bought some turkey. I bought some bacon. I bought some mushrooms. I bought some rye bread. And I made my world-class, world-famous turkey and Swiss on rye with bacon, mushrooms, and jalapenos grilled. I couldn't do that before because most people don't like to eat what I eat. They don't like jalapenos. They don't like red pepper. They don't like capsaicin. And so I had to eat bland stuff. They don't like coffee as strong as I like. Guess what? I brew my coffee here, and I make that shit like them fucking Cubans espresso. It's so fucking thick. It's blacker than coal when I pour it. When you take a sip of the coffee that I brew, your stomach starts growling. Now. Yeah, that's good coffee right there. Couldn't do that before because not everybody likes things the way I do. I couldn't. When I make spaghetti right now, fuck. My spice rack right up there is red pepper, cayenne pepper, crushed red pepper, garlic, and Tony Chachere's extra spicy, which is extra red pepper. That's all I got. That's all I got. A little bit of salt because I can't have salt. I can have it, but it's not good for me. But so now I get to cook whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want. And I got my refrigerator over there in the garage where I bought a 20-pound bag of chicken, Hooter-style chicken wings. Drums. But I got so much shit that I bought the other day. I got to eat these turkey sandwiches, all this shit. But I just want you to know something. Just to be able to sit here and look around. If I want to eat a goddamn fried egg sandwich and bacon and all that shit, fuck. I'm getting ready to have where are you at? I forgot about that. Don't forget, man. You fucking send me. I don't give a fuck if you send me only $50. I'm gonna give it to Buck. I'm gonna start chiseling away at this travel trailer because when the smoke clears and the dust settles, I will own the home that I live in. So that means last time I checked, I am a home owner. I own my home. Yup. You own the plantation. You got all them 95 fucking, all them people for it. Pay them, that's backwards ass country shit that you do. But I don't have them people. I have me, myself, and I, and Buck, and his wife, Jill. That's what I got. Me, myself, and I. And I got Buck, and I got his wife, Jill. And Allison, his daughter Allison, she's pretty cool. And then Bob, Buck's best friend from when they were kids. I got him too. So I think we'll be all right, Gentry. I'm going to tell you right now, morale mushrooms are going to pop when the snow melts, but as it stands right now, the snow ain't going to melt for a very long time. It don't look like but. The longer it does that, the more the morale mushrooms are going to pop. And I am the morale. I was the Posen Potato Festival king, and I have found more mushrooms morales than some people sometimes. But this year, I will be the morale mushroom hunting king because I'm right here where they are. I don't have to drive anywhere. I don't have to ask for a ride anywhere. I don't have to ask anybody. All I got to do is walk out the door, and they're right over there. So it's going to be very exciting. Yep. Maybe I'll send some to you. You asked me what they were like. What are morale mushrooms like? Well, you can buy mushrooms in the store. We talked about that. Yeah, they taste like mushrooms. When you eat a morale mushroom, they're wild. It's a wild mushroom, like wild child. Like maybe you wish you were. Trying to look at my thing here. Okay. I'm looking at my notes now. You say you're going to get to your show? Donald Trump decided today he's going to delay the tariffs on Mexico. He said yesterday, I won't put tariffs on Canada. I won't put tariffs on China. I'm going to put tariffs on Mexico, too. Then when he figured out how many tomatoes, how many avocados, how much lettuce, corn. You know, people in this country, when you go to the grocery store and you find corn in the produce section, and it's in the wintertime, guess what? That fucking corn wasn't grown in North America. So, all that shit's going up. All that. The corn, tomatoes, avocados, all the shit I like to eat is going up because these tariffs. And then, here's another one. Fuck, the 2 kinds of whiskey that I drink, 3 of them really. R&R, which is rich and rare, made in Canada. Black Velvet, made in Canada. Canada House, made in Canada. All of them are going up. So what they're going to do is they're going to force people to just don't buy. Just don't buy what you like because it costs too much. So then what? You got to buy American, Jack Daniels, fucking $50 for a fucking pint? Well, okay. Maybe I'll do like some people around here and get my own still and start brewing my own booze. Yeah, whatever. I mean, so I'm going through here. Okay, talk to you later. Make sure paint on who? I don't give a fuck about that. Oh, Donald Trump said, okay, these tariffs that he's imposing on China and Canada and Mexico, they may cause temporary pain for some Americans. You want to bet that I bet it don't cause any temporary pain on him. I bet it doesn't cause any temporary pain on Elon Musk. I bet it doesn't cause any temporary pain on Mark Zuckerberg. And I bet it doesn't cause any pain on that, whatever the fuck his name, last name Sushi, whatever the fuck his name is, running TikTok. Them motherfuckers won't be no fucking pain when the price of corn goes up. They don't give a fuck. Trump don't give a fuck. It's the middleman. The middleman. The rich get richer, and the poor get poorer. And as the rich get richer, they drive the middle class to the lower class. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. I'm not going to say shit. The rich are going to get richer. They have got that part figured out. But for us, well, I don't know where the fuck you stand. You might, because of all your backers and shit, you might be considered to be rich. Okay? I'm goddamn sure not even middle class. I'm in the poor section. But you, not you, some people are going to be driven from the middle class to the poor class because the rich are going to get richer. I believe that. So whatever. So let's see where you're at. You're at the plantation. It's a nice place. How much you pay for that? $390,000. I think I remember. Well, you didn't pay for it. Your backers did. And so you're paying them, and you're paying Shaq, and you're paying, I know you're paying a lot of people. I know you're paying a lot of people. But goddamn, man, you are, okay. As long as you don't fucking overdo it and wind up having a fucking stroke while you're sleeping, that's what you got to watch out for. The silent killer. The one that'll get you while you're fucking sleeping. You got so many irons in the fire, and it's all good. So just be careful. That's what I do. I sleep pretty good at night. Got my rack out there, getting ready to have me a wall put in here and a door put in here, but I got me a separate bedroom. This way, in the wintertime, I can have a heater in the bedroom, and then close the fucking door. And when I'm watching TV or doing this stupid shit like I am with you, I can have a heater here, and I ain't got to heat the goddamn bedroom. I'll have all that shit ready by next year. God willing, depending on what I'm doing. Oh, fuck, I didn't even fill up I just noticed my pill bottle up there. I gotta load up my fucking blood pressure medicine for in the morning. because I take it at 5 o'clock, and I have to have it loaded up, and it's up there to remind me I got to load it. Okay, Gentry, so here's what we're going to do. I don't know what you're doing. Let me look at my notes again real quick. Paint on who? Yeah, we already said that. Not him, not Elon Musk, not Mark Zuckerberg, and not that fucking sushi-eating motherfucker. What we got up here? Indiana. Yeah, you can come up here if you go up that way to visit your mother, if she still lives there. I'm sure she does. And then my phone tell me to turn the fucking volume down. I'm going over my notes now. Who's going to be a damn good riddance? Okay, I got damn good riddance written here, but it's sideways. Somebody's going to be a damned good riddance. I'm going to flip the page over now. See what this one says. T Springs, what? Fuck, man, I can't read this shit. Hang on, give me a second. What? Oh, fuck, I gotta put my glasses on to read my own fucking writing. No shit. Because it's fucking dark in here. It's fucking, I'll hear that. God damn. You know it's bad when you gotta put your glasses on to read your own fucking writing. T-shirts, we already talked about the T-shirts, right? Motherfuckers, they're fucking, I ain't doing it, right? I'm gonna get hold of them. I'm gonna use your Romex when I move this trailer. What the fuck, by a tree link? Tree line. I'll be out there by the tree line, hunting them around mushrooms over here. Okay, I'm getting that high, ultra high efficiency. I may have you send that to me. You got money on your Amazon. You like to tell me that. Oh, rather not send you any money. You think anything you like? Yeah, well, it's called Briggs. It's a toilet. And it's under ultra high efficiency. It flushes in on 1 cup of water. Yeah, but why not mean that? I'm gonna get me another when I get this travel trailer moved. I'm gonna get me another battle flag. You know, the people are like, tear down that monument in North Carolina. Tear down that monument. Shit, that's a no trespassing sign. When I fly the Southern Cross, the Confederate battle flag, that tells people that can't read, whoever is back here probably ain't going to put up with a whole lot of your fucking shit. That's what that flag says. Too bad we didn't get around that. Don't be fucking around. Oh, my 357. I'm trying to read all this fucking page now. Fuck. I'll read this in sideways. 1970. Fuck, okay. Cowboy. Okay, Cowboy Carter by Beyonce. I don't give a fuck. Going country. Don't forget that one Beatle, Ringo Starr. He went country too. And now Beyonce's gone country. Tree Rat. I don't give a fuck about Tree Rat letting Max out. I'm putting this shit down. I can't fucking drink and smoke while I fucking talk to you. So here's where I'm willing to make you a deal. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to have a shot of whiskey. If I can find it. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. I'm going to have a shot of whiskey. I'm going to smoke the cigarette. And then I'm going to smoke some pot. And then I'm going to turn the goddamn TV on and see what's going on in the world today. Because I've been on here talking to you for over a goddamn hour. There's a bunch of shit. Hang on, I got to do this right here. Fuck. Goddamn. Got to have a chaser. And I didn't have a fucking chaser ready. All right, Gentry. So, I owe $700. $700 is what I owe on here. So, anytime, you know, getting money out of you is like fucking pulling teeth, you know. Even for me, I got to fucking work it for a long time. But whenever you do, I did tell Buck, I intend to have this travel trailer paid off by the time the snow melts so I can make modifications to it. I'm going to put a roof over it that don't let snow, not a new roof on the trailer, one that don't let snow or sun beat on the top of it. I'm going to put in a couple septic tank so I can use the restroom and the shower. And I'm going to put a wall in here, so it's going to be a one-bedroom. It's going to be a one-bedroom travel trailer. It's going to be with a wall and a door. Yep. All right. I'm getting burned out. People tell me all the time, yeah, you already said that. You already said that. Okay, we already said that. Okay, good. Now I'm going over shit. That's early Alzheimer's, creeping up on me. But I have a powerful enough immune system where I can actually ward that shit off, like Mackie Ward. That's just not from T Ward, not from Theodore Ward, whatever. I can ward and all that other shit. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go because it's now long after dark here. It's dark. I don't have the TV on. I got light. I got heat. Oven's on. You got motherfucking heating right there. You motherfuckers, yeah. Oh, it's 75 here today. Oh, yeah. And it's fucking nothing here. But you know what? In fucking July and August, when fucking it's 125 in the shade where you were at, and the goddamn hurricanes barreling down, and when them icebergs break off up there in the Arctic, and they drip down through the English Channel and by Maine, and when they get down by Florida, like a big old cube of ice that you drop in a glass, if the glass is almost full, and you put a big old cube of ice in it, that's what they're saying is going to happen. That shit up there in the North Pole is going to break off like you putting ice in a drink, and it's going to drip down to the Atlantic until it works its way past the Gulf Stream, which will lead into the Gulf. It won't go into the Gulf. It's just a big chunk of ice that's going to drip on by until it melts somewhere down there around South America. But while it's going around Florida where you are, that big chunk of ice, like a Titanic ran into, before that motherfucker melts, it goes by you, you're supposed to be under 5 feet of water. The ice has got to move some water. Got to go somewhere. Some will go to England, but a bunch of it's going to go to you, grimy motherfuckers in Florida. So we'll be up here freezing our ass off in the wintertime, And but we'll have the beautiful weather in the summertime. And you motherfuckers, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sit right here and say, you know what? Fuck them. How about we go out there and look up to the heavens and say, burn Gentry's ass up. I would love to see 125 degrees every fucking day. And that way, I'm saying, oh, man, what a bummer. It's 70 degrees up here today, and you're at 125. What happened in the wintertime when it was 30 below zero, and you was all happy? Oh, we're 75. Yeah, fuck you, man. Okay, we'll get you back. We will get you back. Don't be stupid. All right, well, anyway. How long we've been on here? I don't give a fuck. I need a drink. I don't need a drink. What else do I need to do? I need to smoke some pot. Need to smoke a cigarette. Need a drink. Show's over, man. Don't forget now. I'm gonna be goddamn. I got enough money. I have enough money for me to get by. But any money that I can get out of you is going to go straight to Buck. Because the sooner I get this travel trailer paid off, the sooner I can put on a whole lot better show, because I got shit I'm going to do in here. I'm not going over all that shit again. Put that wall in here, fix that up over there, put me a shade over there, put me a Florida room, move that thing back there in the woods and all that shit. All right, man, I got to go. I'm not waiting for you to hang up on me. This is beyond reasonable. I got to go. You take it easy. I'll talk to you. Send my fucking show to my fucking phone, whatever. Trying to be nice, but whatever. We'll see what's going on. There's plenty of people Yeah, plenty of people like, hey, man, you ain't fucking do a show. Whatever, man. Fuck, you guys act like I ain't got anything else to do. Yeah, why don't you get out there and shovel this shit? You want to talk about being in shape? I know you go to the goddamn gym and you play racquetball and you play paddle ball and you play patting my ass or whatever the fucking shit you do. Why don't you try shoveling 3 feet of fucking snow for 300 feet every fucking day? You know what, bitch? I get wore out enough shoveling this fucking snow that I have to set the shovel down and lean on it and listen to my fucking heartbeat. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, I've heard about this before. This is where people, elderly people, they can have a situation develop because they're shoveling fucking heavy snow. I'm not elderly. I'm 63, and I'm in damn good shape. But, you know, I got to be careful that I don't chance some fucking weird shit on this shit and throwing it, thinking nothing of it, and then what? And then where you fall off in fucking 5 feet of snow and nobody even knows you're out there. But like Jill told me, I canceled my life insurance. Because she put a pretty good bug in my ear. She said, "Why do you got fucking life insurance for?" I said, because they want people to fucking remember you when you're gone and, you know, and all this shit and give you a proper... She said, who cares? You're dead. Who cares? You're dead. And I was like, let me think about that. Because I'm a believer. When you die, it's lights out, baby. All this fancy talk about, well, you get to go live a new life here, or you live a new life there. You're damned to damnation, or you go live with the angels and the stars, right? Until somebody comes back and confirms that that's really true. As far as I know, when you're gone, it's like a battery. When the battery is dead, the battery is dead, and you are not recharging this one. It's out. Done. So, who cares about life insurance? You're dead. You're dead. So, I'm waiting for somebody to show up. Somebody show up here and say, yup, they got somebody up here. I'm not going to say his name, but he claimed to die several times. And they said, what was it like when you died? Well, it was peace and very peaceful. It was very nice, but then they brought him back. Okay, right. Well, then you know what? You didn't really die, buddy. If you really died, they would not have brought you back. You may be on the verge of dying, but if you were really dead, they wouldn't bring you back. I want to see somebody who is really dead, come back here and say, yep, I was dead, and I'm back. I'll say, son of a bitch. Goddamn. Well, how'd that go? So anyway, Gentry, I'm tired of talking, man. I got to drink. I got to smoke. I need to eat. I've been on this fucking show for over a fucking hour. I got egg rolls. I got fucking bacon. I got to make BLTs. I got a sandwich to eat. I got a bunch of shit. Good talking to you, but I'll get back with you. I don't mean to. Don't start this shit that I hung the phone up because I can't fucking sit here. I mean, it's fucking snowing like a bitch. I got to shovel in the morning. I got to eat. I got to drink. I got to watch fucking TV. I got to get my breakfast. You know what? I seen somebody the other day said one of the most important things a man can do, which you would not know shit about, because I'm sure Amy, your old lady, does this one right here. But they said a man who makes his bed to where when it's time to fucking crash out, they say lay down, go to bed, go to sleep. I don't do that. Where I'm from, men don't lay down. Not a bitch. She ain't gonna tell me to lay down. not going to sleep. I crash and burn. When I'm ready to hit my fucking shit, I'm crashing and I'm burning. And blessed be the Lord when I wake up in the morning and say, well, it looks like I'll live through another one. Crash and burn. Crash and burn. Imagine that. Whether you're in a car, whether you're on a motorcycle, whether you're in a submarine, whether you're on a boat, whether you're on an airplane, and you burn, and you wake up and it's all good. Fuck, man. Who's the bitch about that? So that's what I do. I don't go to sleep. You're probably one of them people that goes pee. Yeah, I gotta pee. Guess what? Girls pee. Women pee. Men piss like mad fucking dogs. Piss on anything. Piss on car tires. Piss on trees. Piss in the snow. But here you are. Oh, I gotta go pee. Well, let me see if there's any tissue for you so you don't get any of that shit on your fucking snatch or your fucking clam. Y'all, you people, I gotta go pee. I need to pee. What the fuck, man? I gotta piss like a mad fucking dog. Anyway, I'm getting tired of this shit now. You're causing me to fucking. I need a drink. I need to smoke. I need to fucking. What's my temperature in here? Uh-oh. I'm down to 50. Down to 50. Down to 50 in the travel trailer. You live in the plantation? I live in the windy travel trailer. I'm getting ready to have a front bedroom in the kitchen, and I'm going to have it done. I'm going to do it. Hey, you know what? You filthy motherfucker. I don't got to, well, fuck, I don't know what I want to do first. You send me some money, I could pay more towards the trailer, or I could pay for Buck to help me put a wall in here where I can save money by not heating the whole fucking trailer when I'm in this room or I'm in that room. I got a section off this right here. The front will be a bedroom, and from the front bedroom to the stove and the double sink and the refrigerator, that'll be the living room. Then I'll probably leave the bathroom wide open. Okay, I got to go, man. Get my show up so I can listen to. I got to scrutinize it. I am the central scrutinizer. I will scrutinize my fucking show. You know, you keep on doing all that shit. I hear people saying shit. Okay, I got to go, Gentry. No bullshit. You know, I like you, but no. Let's not get fucking crazy. You're all right. You're all right. Yandle's all right. Yeah, where the fuck? Amy's all right. Jordan's all right. Faith's all right. Your neighbors are all right and all that shit. But I'll be wanting you to fucking dole me out a little bit of cash so I can put some more money down on this travel trailer, because I am going to be a home owner. I'm going to own where I live. I can make modifications to it. I can do anything I want. Okay? So just keep that a little bug in your ear. The next time, I got enough money to pay my way. But any money I can get out of you is going to go right straight to Buck. Because once I get this thing paid for, son, it's going to be Katie by the door right there. I'm going to have a Florida room. I'm putting a Florida room. I'm putting an aquarium in here. And right over there on that shelf right there, I'm going to have an aquarium with an Oscar. Yeah. A couple of seahorses, everything. All right, man. Enough's enough. Got to go. I'm tired. I'm tired of listening to me and piss on you and whoever else I hear in the background. I hear somebody about it. Probably chow, probably chicken, probably that fucking chili pepper you got, or probably I hear you again, and probably that fucking your Rupert Paul, a bass player, and you can probably beating on your fucking drums. Okay, so here's the deal. We'll do it on a 10-9-8-7-6-5-4. And then 3-2-1. I got shit to do, man. I'll talk to you later. My usual sign-off is okay, bye. I just like to say okay, bye. Because I'm saying it's all okay. It's okay. But I got to go. Okay, bye. I just say, okay, bye. So here you are, the end of my this show today. I will be wanting some money so I can give it to Buck so I can play, so I can pay for where I live because I got big plans right here. I'm not getting into this again. Here I go again. You're fucking me up, man. Okay, I'll talk to you later. See you later. Get out of here. I don't like hitting the red button. We talked about this before. I said, I got a red button. I hit the fucking red button. I hit the goddamn red button on you. And you said, oh, I got a bigger red button. Yeah, fuck you. You ain't got a bigger shit than me. You ain't got a bigger nothing. And you know what? That fucking little 9mm pea shooter you got, wait till I get my hands on that over and under Smith & Wesson 357 Magnum Derringer, bitch. I will put a 2-car garage right in your fucking belly. And you know what? You won't even be able to fit 2 cars in there. Maybe a moped and a fucking go-kart. But I'll still do it. Anyway, I got to go. You're not fucking me up. I could do this all night. I could talk here for fucking 30 minutes and fucking, because you're so full of shit. So I'm not trying to get mad. What am I doing? It's 55 degrees in here. I gotta eat. I gotta drink. I gotta smoke. I gotta get ready. All right. So don't pull that bullshit on me where you said, hey, you hung the phone up. I was still on. No, listen, man. Listen. Let me look around here. Okay, I got that. There's my whiskey. There's my fucking smokes. There's my weed. There's all that shit. Fuck. I still gotta fry all these mushrooms. Hey, listen. No. I'm not doing it. I'm not telling you about all the mushrooms. I gotta go. Gotta make. I got eggs to make. I got shit I want to cook. Fuck. It's snowing. Hey, guess what? Hallelujah. Hallelujah. It's snowing every fucking day. Yeah. I feel like being in here. Let it snow. Bring the mushrooms on. Anyway, I'm really getting delirious. I need to go ahead and let you go. I'm not going to stay on here till I'm down to fucking... I don't give a fuck, man. Okay, Gentry, nice talking to you. Yanda, I hear you in the background. Do whatever you got to. Get my goddamn show up. There's people up here. I don't even know what to tell them people. I'll just tell them, hey, yeah. Fuck, yeah, goddamn, snowing every day, shoveling snow every day. I'm not doing this again. Okay, man, gotta go, because I gotta listen. God damn it, I'll sit on this motherfucker till 4 o'clock in the morning. No, I won't. No, I'm gonna drink my whiskey again.